Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Virgos, we are kind of shifting gears a little bit today. We're going to go into kind of some softer energy. So, let's just see what we've got. I'm hoping to raise the vibration, the frequency with a little amethyst crystal back there, something healing, something calming, something soothing, something supportive. We're looking for that kind of a message right now. We got a 9 of Cups. Somebody's got their comfy chair and they're kicking back, taking a little happy snooze. I feel like a cat nap is in order today. I feel like this is a person who's got their wonderful cup of tea. They've got their feet up. This feels like, I don't know if Virgo is just taking pleasure in the small things. I mean, a 9 of Cups is like complete and utter joy. If somebody just got themselves a new pillow, they might be like, oh, this is so wonderful. Or getting a new like office chair or taking a 15-minute break and resting and getting our feet up. This says that there are simple pleasures in life to be had right now. Certainly a lot better than sitting there mulling over and stressing over things. This is like a message from the ancestors that want Virgo to be happy. And they're like, you know what, Virgo, you could sit there and you could fret and stress over things that you don't have, or disappointments or missed opportunities, or the perception of someone that wasn't there for you. Or you can sit down in that same setting and lean back and say, oh, right now I give myself permission to relax the muscles in my face, to relax my throat, to relax my shoulders, to relax my lungs so that I breathe easier. I give myself permission for my back muscles to just soften as I lean a little bit and feel comforted and supported. I give myself permission to think about all of the happy things and all of the beautiful things in my life and relax and trust that I am cradled in the arms of the universe. I'm hearing that song. Is it Sarah McLachlan, In the Arms of an Angel? Somebody could be listening to like a really beautiful piece of music on their lunch break and just catching a cat nap. 4 of Wands. That is going to be the way better way to manifest. Virgo is supposed to, in this story, please remember, I don't give advice or tell people what to do, but for this fictional character, Virgo is, I'm going to say gently but powerfully encouraged to use the same 15 minutes that they would for a break to rest and relax their body and think about all the beautiful things in their life, and the things like almost have that like a flight of fancy in their mind about what they would like to have happen next, all the good things that they could imagine for themselves, put their mind into something fabulous. If our Virgo can do that, if they can think of something fabulous, this is going to be a way better energy for them. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to turn on the comments, and I'm going to say, go ahead and tell me something good that you have in your own mind. And then we'll go ahead and I'll randomly choose somebody and I'll pull a card on the 5th. I will do one for every single zodiac. So I'll pick one Virgo, one Libra, one. It'll be in each of the videos that I post. We'll do the same thing, because I feel like this is a really great week to focus on something positive, a positive thought, a positive flight of fancy, something that we look forward to, something that we want, something that we're manifesting. To be able to fill the comment section with, a positive manifestation of something beautiful, something that would grow in our lives, something that we would want. Let's play along with this character. I really like this vibe. If you are watching the other zodiacs, you'll get another chance to enter to win basically there. Just know if you're writing something, that essentially is you entering. And then at the end of this series on the 5th, I will do a card pull for all of the zodiacs, all the winners. This is really awesome. We have the identical energy here, and we have the identical energy on that 4 of Wands. We've that character who's looking at both halves, both sides of themselves. That energy here of looking at 2 halves of the card. Everything is equally balanced. Virgo's life, if they start to happily think about what's going well in their life and what they want and what their future might hold, they could be manifesting a person that is just right for them. Somebody that really, they could be a fellow Virgo, or somebody that Virgo just matches at such a profound level, but they match at their happiness level, right? We can trauma bond with somebody where we match with their drama and hurts, or we can match with somebody in our highest frequency. Someone who, say we love you know, comedy shows and dancing and laughter. And we could go out and meet somebody who likes comedy shows, dancing and laughter, or we could be attracting somebody into our lives that's really full of, pain and loss, because that's where our mindset is. This is all about Virgos about to attract the best connection of their life with this very simple little practice. I love this. We got the Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords upright, this is coming in fast. I think Virgo's life is about to alter, about to shift because of this one simple, on my lunch break or on, when I go to bed at night, I'm no longer going to be doom scrolling. I'm no longer going to be thinking about an ex, wondering what's going on with them. I'm only thinking about the beautiful things in my life, the flight of fancy of all the things that I'd love to see happen in my life. And that is what's being mirrored. And that's what's about to happen in Virgo's world. It's a very powerful manifestation timeline is what it says. Queen of Wands. This is Virgo departing from the like big dark castle, and Virgo's ready for the adventure in this really beautiful, sexy. I mean, I even think that this is Virgo's supposed to like picture themselves looking the way they want to look in that outfit that they just love. Picture if they want to wear bright yellow and have some exciting adventure. This is Virgo envisioning themselves doing that, and then in their real life actually following through with that. Their fantasies are about to become reality in this. All of these positive vibes, all this positive perception of what they'd like their life to be, how they'd like to be loved, how they'd like to be, addressed, what they'd like to have happen next. All of that is about to be what Virgo's life looks like. If Virgo's done arguing with people, fighting with people, I think this is Virgo like surrendering things. This is kind of like, here, I'm going to give you back the daggers and the swords. I don't want to fight with you. This is Virgo choosing to let go of hurts and pains, burying the hatchet, so to speak. This could be Virgo sending a message to somebody they had conflict with and saying, listen, I'm sorry if I contributed to our conflict. I don't want to fight with you at all. I just wanted to end things on a really nice note and say, all these things about you are beautiful things. And the last thing I want is to harbor hard feelings. So I sincerely wish you nothing but the best. I feel like Virgo could be closing cycles of conflict and just then being free of it, just letting it go. Look at this, dancing around, Page of Pentacles. This could open up dialogue with brand new people. This is Virgo letting go of, let bygones be bygones. Even if Virgo doesn't owe somebody an apology, they may still be saying something kind, something lovely to a person that they had a lot of conflict with, so they can let it go, and then they can turn their attention to giving to other things more tangible in their life, other people that they'd want to connect to. Six of Pentacles. I really think that shedding the old tension and letting it go is making space for new energies in Virgo's world. Virgo's headed for a romance, from what I can see. Virgo's headed for meeting the love of a lifetime. I feel like this could be Virgo in one 15-minute lunch break. They are changing the dynamics of the entire rest of their life. They are not going to have exes and pain and hurt and old, dramas that played out with other people in their life anymore. All of that is shifting. And Virgo's whole life now turns into the Four of Wands, meeting the love of their life. This Virgo is going to be happily married to somebody who shares a lot of the same positive vibes that they have. It's like they're taking off years of burdens. Just years of burdens are just melting away, and they're shifting toward all this happiness now. It's really lovely. With that Six of Pentacles, this could have to do with like prosperity as well. Empress. Wow. Everything in Virgo's life is about to change in wealth, in security, in better connections. I feel like they're getting married somewhere in the not too distant future. They're meeting their forever partner. And they may also find themselves connecting to like causes or things that they really care about. So they feel good about the work that they do as well. I almost feel like this was a Virgo who felt for a period of time like they were dwelling on missed opportunities, perceived mistakes, times when it's like, oh man, when I was 20, I wish I had done such and such, but I didn't follow through. And, that could have changed my life. And I live in this regret or this bummed out energy of that chance I missed. Or, I wish that ex and I had, patched it back up. They might have been the love of my life and I lost them, or they, didn't stay with me. And oh man, it's such a mistake. Or if Virgo was dwelling on any of those things, that's what they used to use their free time for. If their mind turned always to the deficits in their life, the perceived losses, the missed opportunities, the illusions, that's not in one moment. Virgo's shifting that, and they're doing something different, which is to look at the positives, to enjoy what their life actually has yielded, the simple pleasures, the beautiful things, and then from there, entertaining the idea of all the lovely things that they would still like to have, the things that they haven't had yet. Not fantasizing about the ex coming back, not fantasizing about, some missed opportunity coming back around, but rather imagining a new future where everything clicks. And as Virgo does that, what's so wild is that's what starts to come in for them. It's like the parallel universe of the life that I could have lived. And this story says, Virgo, you can live that parallel life where everything goes right, where you do have that great love, where you do have that wonderful, gorgeous yellow top, and you look sexy, and you're traveling more and taking trips, and you're not at odds with people anymore, and you've got a romantic partner by your side, and you've got a business that flourishes, and you've got the house that you want. All of this is right there for the taking, Virgo. But you needed to stop dwelling on losses and instead look at your life as this wonderful thing right now, and then perceive or project a more wonderful life that you would like to welcome in. This is pretty exciting. Virgo, I've never seen such a swift and easy and direct manifestation. Ooh, we have the devil. This is the thing to overcome. Getting trapped in a web of illusions, or, getting trapped in the feeling of loss. Lots of things in our life aren't in the cards, right? I'm 6 feet tall. I wasn't going to end up a gymnast. I never did go into gymnastics, and I'm not going to be a gymnast now at almost 45, right? So that's not in the cards for me. But if I sat around and was really sad about, man, I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast, that would be really foolish. But I could sure make every day miserable if that's all I focused on. Is that was the path I was supposed to be able to take. And first off, there was legitimate reasons why that wouldn't have been possible. So it would be an illusion in that sense. But also, why would I sit around and be sad about not being a gymnast when there's all these other beautiful parts of my life, right? So I kind of think that that's the only thing here to overcome, is the trap of imagining that we missed out on what was supposed to be ours, instead of saying, yeah, this says that's the one thing that would keep Virgo from ever having a new beginning and actually getting the life that I would say, the life that they truly want to have. Imagining that we missed out on the life that we deserved somehow will destroy our ability to go out and get the life that we actually could be really, really happy in. And I almost feel like it was such an illusion. If Virgo was sad over, an ex that I thought was supposed to be the love of my life, this kind of is very gently saying, no, that wasn't the one. The one is up ahead. Virgo, you don't lament the things that didn't happen, or the people that didn't stick around. If you keep thinking about the one that you feel you lost out on, and it turns out that wasn't even true, maybe you wouldn't have even liked them if you had kept them in your life. If you had married that person, maybe it would have been a miserable marriage. Who knows? Sometimes we could spend a lifetime feeling sad over the thing we perceive we lost, when in fact, if we had it, it would have been miserable. So letting go of that's the only big hurdle here. And that's what this whole message is about. Actually, really lovely on this one. We have a King of Cups. Definitely a great vibe of, I'm ready to sail forward. I'm ready to welcome in love. I think love from somebody who has to be emotionally stable themselves. And I'm wondering if Virgo was clinging to an unstable foundation, and that's what they're going to let go of now. Very beautiful. energy on this. Very nice to see this. Like, I feel like I can breathe easier for this character now. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. All right, guys, bye.